Hi, I am Kristen Hallen, and I am doing my persuasive speech on book bans. It is called Free Minds with Free Reads. I am late, horribly late, turning this in. It has not been well health-wise with myself and my family. We've been having some issues. However, here is my audience. Say hi. That is my cousin. Hi. Say hello. And so, let me put that right there. To start off with our Free Minds with Free Reads is, I went to a public library recently, and with my stepdaughter, we went to go check out Charlotte's Web, which is, it's a classic. And when we got there, we found out the book wasn't there, and it was not checked out to anybody else. It was pulled from the shelves because there is a large-scale book ban going on in the state of Florida. So not only is my stepdaughter affected by this, but my nieces are also, because they're in school and they like to read what they like to read. They're teenagers. That's what they do. And I'm an avid reader. And I had comprehension problems as a child. I had a really hard time understanding what I read. So there were certain books that helped helped me get into, that helped me start understanding and really getting into the stories. So I think there should be definitely a variety of them. And I also believe in the constitutional rights. That's why we live in the country we do. The schools should not be removing books. It also brings up the question, why are they removing books? Is there a hidden agenda for this reason? And what about the content that we have on TV? But there's a whole lot that goes on Netflix. So we should explore these issues one by one. Books are being yanked off the shelves and are leaving these spaces quite empty. So you go into a library and they got these chunks, just missing areas. And according to the website from the Florida School District reporting of 2022 to the school year of 2023, in Clay County alone, there was an objection to 489 books. Martin County alone in the state of Florida had 110 books removed off their shelves. These numbers are only for the school year of 2023 22 to 23. So the numbers have slowly been getting larger and larger every year. Every year there's more books that are getting pulled off of these shelves for these children that are restricted, or they're removed, or they're being challenged. Even if they're being challenged and have not yet been removed, they still are not allowed to be in circulation. There's 300 of these that were just, I think, recently somewhere in the county that I'm in. And this kind of indicates to me, is there a certain reason for this? Why are we doing that? For some people, there could be their hidden agenda, could be is this a religious problem? Is it because some parents have issues with one religion, with another religion, with reading a book, but I don't understand how that affects a child if it's not in the actual curriculum of the school, like it's just in their library. I fully believe that children should read what they want. A lot of it is that parents have complained. One parent complained and said, oh, well, that book depicts something that could be racial and it could not be good. However, this is a very classic book. And then what the school board does is they tend to put it in the challenge section, which pulls it from the circulation. And it's just, why? Why? That you have a choice of to read it or not read it. And they're just not even giving people a choice to read something. It's going government-wide. It seems that every state is choosing what they want to remove, what they don't want to remove. Not even a parent, just a county resident can complain and say, well, I don't want that book in my neighborhood, in my neighborhood school, and then they rip it from the shelves. So what about TV, though? Kids can see all kinds of stuff on TV. The question that I have is, now is television going to be censored? Are they going to be censoring everything that I'm watching with my children? The same two 9-year-olds are not going to be the same mentality at the same time. Maturity is not necessarily an age as it is as an emotional state of when you get there. So, and then with older movies and things like that, we have with Disney, they have a disclaimer that comes up. This is not how this is supposed to be. And it's a lot of classic books that have a very good teaching and moral reasoning behind it are being ripped from the shelves, but yet we are still having this conflict on Netflix. this conflict going on even Disney channels, on all kinds of TV, on YouTube, the internet. It's everywhere. And and it's almost in a form of a way where it's going to be, its censorship is like how other countries, you are not allowed to use TikTok, or you're not allowed to use something else or some other form of social media. So they're saying that we can't read these books. But again, this is our constitutional right to be able to expose our own children to what we want them to read, even if it's in their school or not. So now I have to go out and buy these books for my daughter because I really want her to read Charlotte's Web. It's important to me. But yet a resident got upset and said, well, talking animals isn't realistic, so they can't have that. So that just cuts out our imagination. The amendments we have are written, and they are there to be protected from its citizens from becoming like other countries. So starting with this book ban, it's not a good idea at all. And sadly, the amendment is constantly being tested at every second. And so we have with us, with books that are disappearing from our shelves with possibility of an ulterior motive, and in wonderment of our television will now be censored, our rights are being violated, and definitely it's immoral. So me, I'm up here with these books. Do you see how great these books are, Mice and Men? I just, this is me. I'm here with my book ban. I will stand right there and stand with the library and not allow any form of book bans of going on. Because there's a lot, like Columbia University, it's sweeping the colleges, it's sweeping the nation. Everywhere Columbia University has even stated that it's going through, it's running rampant. It's just becoming uncontrollable, where they're just pulling any kind of book. Oh, we don't like that book. Oh, that book probably is too old. Oh, it has a little dust on it. Let's take that off. So again, it's just immoral and it's not right. And we have our television, is that soon going to be censored? We have, our hidden agenda. Is there a reason why they're ripping these things from us? And it's just one book after another that should be taking off the shelf. So what books were we going to have left? Oh, because we're not supposed to read? That's not right. But thank you so much for watching my, my speech. And yes, hope you have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.